It was now 0-6, has an ERA of 7.42 with the Rangers, and you figure that one out.
Oops.
In the NBA, the Mavericks had the day off. They'll practice tomorrow in preparation for Friday's Game 3 at Reunion against the Lakers. Tip-off set for 8 o'clock. It is a sellout. In the NBA tonight, Boston over New York by a score of 116 to 102. Hubie Brown's Knicks couldn't figure out how to stop Larry Bird. Watch him, number 33 in white. Celts led by 11 at the half, 13 after 3, and Bird was the big reason why. Next time down, watch him, 33 in white. He'll get open on the right side for the layup. Bird with an all-time personal high of 37 in a playoff game. Boston won it 116 to 102. They now lead in the best of 7, 2-zip. Still in the first quarter, Utah leading Phoenix by 4. In boxing news, Fort Worth's Donald Curry will defend his WBA welterweight title against Nino LaRocca on July 4th in Monte Carlo. You know, you talk about recent duels in horse racing. Who will ever forget the great battles between Affirmed and Alydar back in 1978? As awesome as Affirmed was as a Triple Crown winner, Alydar always finished a close second. Well, 6 years have passed, and now Alydar's daughter is a good bet to become only the 3rd female in history to win the Kentucky Derby. Named Althea, it was less than 2 weeks ago that she easily won the Arkansas Derby.
Althea's going to win it. Althea wins the Arkansas Derby.
We're going to get all the women in the grandstand, and I think after they read the form, the men, maybe 50% of them will come our way, so that's 75% of the crowd, so I got to believe we're going to be the favorite.
More on the Derby coming up later this week. Finally tonight, Channel 5 is pleased to announce they've joined forces with the Dallas Grand Prix to sponsor the upcoming Dallas Grand Prix Pro-Am Celebrity Race. We attended the driving school in Monterey, California earlier this year to obtain our license so we too could compete in the race on July 7th. How about that, Brad, huh?
Hey.
You missed the 6. Jane was on the floor laughing.
What do you mean we? We weren't there.
That's a Saturday, by the way, at Fair Park, my friends. A number of well-known Hollywood types, Paul Newman, Burt Reynolds, Susan Anton, Paul Williams, Clint Eastwood, among others, hopefully will be on hand to take part in the race with yours truly. Boy, what company we keep. This all part of the first ever Dallas Grand Prix Formula One race. This is the legit one right here, folks. The cars you're looking at, the ones that will be used, will travel in speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour around the Cotton Bowl this July, and certainly we'll have more on Formula One racing in the weeks to come. I asked Jane, how fast does it take one of those cars to get from 0 to 100? How many seconds?
He'll get closer than I
I'll
did.
bet 7.5 seconds.
She guessed 15 earlier tonight. 4 seconds.
Is that right?
These things move. And as we said, we'll educate the Dallas-Fort Worth area in the weeks to come on that. Lots of fun.
Scott Murray hobnobbing with Tinseltown. Why weren't you down at Gary Hart's campaign with Donna Mills and Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, I missed that. I'm like, ooh.
That did look like fun out in Monterey. Thanks, Scott.
Okay.
Well, after a rather muggy day in the Metroplex, what does tomorrow bring?
Harold Taft fills us in with all the very latest weather information when we come back. Stay tuned.
Now when you buy one of Armstrong's finest no-wax floors, you can get this $88 Thomasville mirror free. Choose from over 90 beautiful colors and patterns. Get the Thomasville mirror free, or for a fraction of the regular price, get this Thomasville cherry accent table or this contemporary lamp table. Call toll-free for the name of your participating Armstrong dealer. Ask him for details. Hurry. Offer ends May 19th. Armstrong. So nice to come home to.
It's here. The quick response and smooth performance of new Exxon Extra, our highest octane unleaded gasoline ever. Its extra boost of octane quiets the knocks, silences the pings for extra smooth performance. New Exxon Extra. Quality you can count on.
Only one television station in North Texas has a weather team of 3 professional meteorologists. The most accurate weather forecast in North Texas. Still to come on Channel 5.
Talk to the experts at the Big E.
All my life I wanted a hot sports car. The Big E showed me how to afford it. With a personal or an auto loan. They even showed me how to lower my monthly payments. I just picked up the phone to arrange my best deal.
Talk to the experts at the Big E.
The Big E really is #1 with ideas you can bank on.
Talk to the experts at the Big E.
It's been a vicious and wild night over portions of northeast Texas and on up into Oklahoma and Arkansas. Right now, nothing in the Metroplex. Thunderstorm activity northeast Texas on up into Arkansas and in portions of Oklahoma. And see this yellow area right in through here? The dry line cuts right across the Metroplex. Our observation point, we have a southwest wind, actually have a little dust in the air. The winds are southeast and the humidity is almost 100% from Arlington on across Dallas County and eastward. Well, let's take a look at the board and see what happened today. We'll come back to this in a minute. Let's see, temperature today 84, that's been the high, and 30/100ths of an inch at the airport. That occurred, of course, early this past morning. Temperatures normally will range 59 to 81. We were a little above normal today. A year ago today it was 74. We had a little light rain. And on the records, we've seen cold temperatures, 44 degrees, 1901, and in 1978 we had 44 degrees, equaled it at that date. 95 is the highest we've seen. That was in 43, had almost 2 inches of rain in 1906. Now let's take a look at the Texas map. Here's that dry line right down across the Metroplex. It's my opinion that this warm front is still up to the north, and this weak frontal system is going to have to push on down and across before we get any change in the air mass whatsoever. That should, however, be fairly early in the morning. So until that time, moisture coming up from the south, thunderstorms remaining across northeast Texas, Oklahoma, into Arkansas, Louisiana. This goes all the way to the Atlantic coast, as you will see a little bit later on. And much of northeast Texas is still in a tornado watch until 4 o'clock this morning. If I were to read off to you all of the reports of severe weather we've had tonight from northeast Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, we'd be here till midnight. Let's take a quick look at some of the temperatures now. 76 Meacham, Fort Worth, 77 Dallas, Love Field, 75 at Abilene, 67 at Wichita Falls, 61 at Amarillo. Temperature still warm, 86 degrees at Del Rio, 80 at San Antonio, it's 78 at Brownsville, and 75 degrees at Houston, and the clouds are beginning to form again over much of East Texas. Now on the national map, the storm center is not well identified, but kind of a broad area. I think it will begin to take off after tomorrow morning and move very rapidly then onto the northeast. But for the present, a lot of thunderstorm activity all the way to the coast, and there are about 5 boxes of severe weather and tornadic weather all across this southland. Shower activity from Cleveland all the way on down to Dodge City and back up into the mountains. This will be a fresh outbreak of mountain air that will be coming into our area. It'll give us a little bit of a change. The wind shift in the upper levels still off to the west, which means this front is weak. It'll push on down into it, then intensify, and then move on out. And when it does, more thunderstorms tomorrow, in my opinion, for East Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. They're not through with it yet. Let's see if I have some temperatures here. Yeah, I do. A few of them. Some of these being the highs of the day. 84 in our area was 59 at Denver, 70 at Kansas City, 55 at Chicago, and 71 at Washington, where incidentally it has started to rain here this evening. Now let's take a quick look at the satellite picture, and on that you can see how these clouds are built up. The dark areas being very cold temperatures, meaning they build up very high. Then when it turns to white, means even colder than that. So this is the area of most intense activity now, but still a lot of it over here in Oklahoma, northeast Texas. And you can see that dry line, this air separating this, the dry line, the moist air from the dry air to the west. In the morning, I think our temperature will be about 65 degrees, a lot of fog in East Texas, and shower activity across Oklahoma. This front should come on across so early in the morning, maybe 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and then things will begin to clear up and be in pretty good shape after that. Then by evening, I think it'll move way on over into the east. Our temperature at the high point should be about 78 degrees. If you are going north or east or southeast, best take a raincoat and an umbrella and prepare for some rather heavy weather. That's east of here, a long ways though. Outside right now, from our observation point, it's clear. The wind is south-southwest at 10 to 12 miles an hour. The pressure, 29.58, steady, 76 degrees. Humidity is 45%. The humidity in Dallas County is almost 90%. We had 31/100ths in our gauge. That's left over from the previous shower activity yesterday. Here's the thunderstorms from just north of Interstate 30 on up into Arkansas. Nothing in the Metroplex. And our forecast, well, here's what we're going to call for. 65 in the morning. Parts of the area will be cloudy, but for the most part, throughout the day, it'll clear out, be windy, northwest 20, and then temperature get up upper 70s. Then on Friday, 52 to 82, light northwest winds, and that trend should continue then into the weekend.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot, Harold. Well, still ahead, what do the first daughter and the nation's #1 coach have in common?
Well, tonight they're on the same team. Details in a minute.
To win at golf, you have to make all the shots. That's why this Toro is such a winner. In spring, it's a dethatcher. Fall, it vacuums leaves. It mulches, side discharges, or bags thick, wet grass with ease. And now it's warranted for 2 years. It's so versatile. It'll even improve your life.
Available at these and other fine Toro dealers.
Dare to compare. Watch how the Texas Instruments professional computer makes software perform even better than the IBM PC. Look. Same software titles, but TI displays more information with a sharper picture and twice the colors. TI even displays data faster. See your dealer for the Texas Instruments professional computer. TI makes the best software perform even better.
When the president's daughter and the Cowboys coach get together for public appearances, it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Both have politics on their minds. Maureen Reagan and Coach Tom Landry stumped the state today, holding meetings and Republican pep rallies in Houston, Austin, and in Mesquite at the AT&T plant. In Mesquite, about 200 AT&T employees heard Landry and Reagan explain the need for a strong showing at the Republican primaries next Saturday. The game plan seems to be to keep the Republicans from being sidelined by the scrimmages going on the Democrats' team.
Delivered like a true football fan.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll wrap up this edition of Channel 5 News tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Good night.
This has been Channel 5 News, the best newscast in Texas. Join us tomorrow morning at 6:30 and again at noon, 5 and 6 when the news continues on Channel 5.